English Rise Podcast.
Easy listening and speaking practice. Have you ever stood in front of someone in real life and suddenly your mind goes completely blank? You want to speak English, but you don't know what to say. That small moment can feel uncomfortable, even stressful. And the truth is, this happens to almost every English learner. It's not because you don't know English, it's because you haven't practiced real conversation moments like this yet. That moment has a name. It's called small talk. Hi everyone, I'm Emma. Welcome to the English Rise Podcast, easy English listening practice to help you build fluency, confidence, and real-life understanding.
And I'm Alex. Today, we're not learning textbook English. We're learning real English, the kind people actually use when they meet, talk, and connect in everyday life. Small talk is simple, but it can completely change your confidence.
Exactly. Because once you can start a simple conversation, even just a few seconds, you're already building real speaking confidence. And today, we're going to make that feel easy, natural, and stress-free.
We'll keep it practical. Every example today has a purpose, so you know not just what to say, but why it works.
First, simple openers. You can say, "Hi, how are you?" or "Hello, nice to meet you." These work because they are polite and safe.
And they are useful because they do not demand a long answer. They just invite the other person to begin.
If you want to talk about the situation, try, "It's a nice day, isn't it?" Or, "Is this your first time here?" That gives the conversation a natural place to start.
Yes, you are noticing something real around you. That makes the message feel easy and normal.
Let's hear a tiny class example. "Hi, I'm Emma. Is this your first time at the class?"
Yes, it is.
"Oh, nice. How did you hear about it?" That follow-up matters because it turns a short answer into a real exchange.
Right. One question can open the door, and one follow-up can keep it open.
Right. One question can open the door, and one follow-up can keep it open. If you are nervous, use backup phrases like, "Sorry, can you say that again?" or "I'm still learning English." These work because honesty lowers pressure.
And people usually become more patient when they know you are trying. That is powerful.
Also, pauses are okay. If your mind goes blank, say, let me think, or "That's a good question." That buys you time without sounding rude.
Exactly. The meaning there is simple. You are still present, even if your brain needs a second.
Another helpful move is to share one small detail about yourself. If someone asks, "How's work?" you can say, "Busy, but good," or "I'm learning a lot."
That works because it gives the other person something to respond to. It is short, but it is not empty.
And when you hear an interesting word, repeat it. If someone says, "I live in Toronto," you can say, "Toronto? That's cool." It shows attention.
Plus, repeating a key word helps you think. It gives your brain a tiny pause without stopping the talk.
Let's practice a coffee shop scene. "Hi, is this seat free?" That sentence matters because it is practical and friendly at the same time.
No, it's free.
"Thanks. Are you from around here?" Now you have moved from a practical question to a personal one, which helps the conversation grow.
Exactly. Start with the situation, then move gently to the person.
At a party, you might say, "Hi, I'm Emma. How do you know the host? That is useful because it connects you to the social setting.
And if they answer, I'm a friend from work, you can say, oh, nice. How long have you known them? That follow-up shows real interest.
Waiting in line is another common moment. You can say, the line is long today, huh? Or, do you come here often? That works because you both share the same experience.
Shared experience is a strong small talk tool. When both people feel the same thing, the conversation feels easier.
Weather is also classic for a reason. It's so hot today, or looks like rain. May seem simple, but they are easy conversation bridges.
And easy bridges are exactly what beginners need. You do not need a clever joke. You need a clear opening.
At school, you can say, did you understand the homework? Or, are you in Mr. Lee's class too? These questions matter because they are useful and immediate.
At work, try, how's your morning going? Or, have you had lunch yet? Those phrases show care without getting too personal.
Oh, wow. Really? Nice. Those phrases show care without getting too personal.
And they also show listening. You are not just waiting to speak, you are responding.
Let's do a longer role play. Hi, I'm Emma. This is a great event.
Yeah, it is. Have you been here before?
No, first time.
Oh, cool. What made you come? That's meaningful because it moves from the event itself to motivation.
Yes, and motivation questions often lead to better conversation than yes or no questions.
You can also talk about food. This is really good. Or, did you make this? Why does that work? Because food is positive, simple, and easy to react to.
And if they ask your favorite food, you do not need a fancy answer. I really like noodles, or I'm a big fan of pizza, is enough.
At a train station or airport, small talk becomes practical English. Is this the right platform? Or, do you know where gate B is? The meaning is clear. You are asking for help politely.
And politeness matters. Excuse me, could you help me? Followed by, thank you so much, makes the request feel respectful.
Body language also has meaning. Smile, nod, and make comfortable eye contact. Those signals tell the other person you are open.
And if someone seems busy, it is kind to back off. No problem. I won't keep you shows respect, not rejection.
That's a big one. Good small talk is not about holding someone hostage. It's about creating a good moment.
What if you make a mistake? You keep going. That is the meaning of confidence in real life.
If you do not understand, say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Or, can you say it more slowly? That protects the conversation instead of ending it.
Try the echo method too. If someone says, I love travel, you say, travel, and then ask, where did you go? That buys time and shows interest.
Let's do a gym example. Hi, is this your first time here?
Yes, it is. I'm a little nervous.
That's okay. Me too when I started. How do you like it so far?
It seems good. Just a lot to learn.
Same here. If you need help with anything, just ask. That conversation matters because it turns nervousness into connection.
Hi, is this table taken? Hi, is this table taken?
No, go ahead.
Thanks. The coffee smells amazing here.
Yeah, I come here a lot.
Oh, really? What do you recommend? This one works because you move from a shared place to a shared opinion.
At an English class, you might say, "What page are we on?" Or, "Did you do the homework?" Those are small questions, but they can lead to study tips or friendly support.
And if you add, "I'm glad we have a chance to practice," the conversation becomes encouraging instead of mechanical.
Small talk can be only one sentence, like, "Nice weather today." The meaning is not in the length, it is in the connection.
True. And sometimes the best conversations begin with the smallest sentence.
So do not wait until you feel ready perfect. Start with a simple hello, one question, and one reaction.
And if the talk ends quickly, that is still a success. You practiced the skill.
Before we finish, here's a simple reflection for today. Thank you for listening today. Remember, learning English takes time, and that's completely okay. Just keep going one small step at a time. If you enjoyed this podcast, come back again and keep practicing with us. We'll keep learning together. Easy listening, better speaking. Rise higher.
And now, our challenge for you this week is simple. Choose one real conversation and make it meaningful. Ask one question that shows real interest, not just politeness.
One hello, one question, one real connection. That's the goal.
You don't need perfect English. You just need practice, patience, and a little courage. So, let's close here. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Bye, everyone, and see you in the next episode.